Hey there folks, my name's Ryan, and I wanted to make a video today about an adventure I had traveling around the United States, being a vagabond. And part of it's to talk about what's great about America, the amazing experiences that are not far away for most people if you really want to have them. Uh, no one's guaranteed anything in this world, right? And a lot of the opportunities that we get have to do with how we're behaving, how we're treating other people. So be good, treat people well, and you'll have more experiences, better experiences that are sometimes life changing. One in particular, when I first started traveling, I was 18 years old, 18 and 3 months, 4 months old, and I pretty quickly ended up in San Francisco. And that the beginning of getting to San Francisco and that whole thing is a whole nother story that I'll tell another time. But um, while I was in San Francisco, I was at the corner of Haight and Ashbury, and just sitting on a wall next to some other dirty kids. It's a subculture from the like '90s, uh, and we're all hanging out, probably smoking a joint, and a fight breaks out in the street, and it just people came from everywhere cheering. It was just the whole street was full of people, just bloodthirsty, like yeah, hit him. And me and this kid look at each other, the guy sitting next to me, and I swear to God, at the same time, we both said, "Let's get out of here." And we did. We packed up our stuff and started heading south out of the city. We end up down in I think we maybe took a bus or the BART to the edge of town and hitchhiked down the one to Santa Cruz, and we're hanging out in Santa Cruz for a couple days, a week maybe. I don't know. Santa Cruz used to be fun back in those days. God, it was wild. There'd be 60, 80 of us dirty kids hanging out downtown every night. It was a lot of fun. Not for everybody, I'm sure, but for most of us, it was a good time. There's some funny stories from back in those days, too. But while I was there, I met this local guy, just started talking to me and asking me, what we're doing, where we're going. Uh, you look like you're having an adventure, kid, kind of thing. And he offered to give me and this kid a ride down to Big Sur, which is a beautiful, amazing spot. The drive down Highway 1 between what is it, like Monterey, Carmel, down to the San Simeon area is just amazing. And I've done it on bike as well. And ooh, that's a tough one, but it sure is nice. But anyway, so we meet this guy. So we hop in a car with him. We're going to Big Sur. And we get down there, and he works at the Esalen Institute, which is a world-renowned holistic health and healing, psychotherapy, all sorts of. Terrence McKenna goes and gives lectures there kind of place. They grow all their own food that they serve to everybody on site. It's very, very expensive to go there. They've got giant hot tubs overlooking like 400 feet above the ocean on a cliff. It's an amazing place. And we got to go and hang out there all day, courtesy of this guy who we met in Santa Cruz. And I got a professional back massage, got to hang out in the hot springs all day with people who all spoke 12 different languages, it seemed like, and we're all very interesting people. And it was a really just neat experience, opportunity to get for free, just because some guy thought we were fun to hang out with, and he enjoyed our company. And so then afterwards, he drove us. There was an avalanche that had closed off Highway 1 at the time, which is common. It's closed off right now in the same area, and dropped us off. And then we hiked up the hill a little bit, and then hiked around the avalanche, over the avalanche, and then onto the other side, back onto the one. One of the construction guys gave us a ride to where cars were being redirected. You know, it was like a 5-hour detour around the avalanche, but you could get back on the one a little bit down the road. And so he drove us down there, and then we get picked up by a guy. I think he's from South America somewhere. I want to say he was from Chile or Argentina, Peru, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But he was a nice guy. He gave us a ride. We're going down the one, and we get to this spot. It's all, now there's a whole bunch of ducking, and there's park rangers and fences everywhere. But back then there wasn't any of this stuff. It was just a beach, and it's where all the elephant seals, or elephant sea lions. They're not seals, they're sea lions, but they're the big ones. They're enormous. I don't know, I don't remember, but we saw them from the road, and this guy pulls over for us. We take off running out onto the beach. Just go walking in the middle of them, just petting them. You know, a couple of them, they'd get up and go, and then you just, you know, back away. But it was a neat experience. You're not allowed to do it. I didn't know at the time. I had no idea. And you'd get in trouble doing that now. But you know, and then we got back in the car eventually with this guy, and he drove us down the coast, and we went and, you know, ended up having more adventures down in Southern California. But there's a lot of magic in this country. And it could just be a matter of one person thinking, you know what, I'd like to hang out with him tonight. And you can have amazing experiences. Now, that's not to say trust everyone. That's not to say put yourself in danger. I'm not recommending you get in cars with random dudes you don't know. That can turn out badly. But I did a lot of it. And most of the time it turned out really well. And I had experiences that most human beings will never remotely get to experience, never understand. And that's one of the neat things about being a vagabond in America, is that you can just turn a corner or hop in a car, and all of a sudden it's just pure magic. And that's part of why I do what I do, and what I've done, and how I got here. I know I gave up a lot to do it, but I got a lot in return. So thanks for listening. Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I appreciate it. God bless.